Hey, Internet. Welcome to Zombie Survival Theory, where we're not just talking about games anymore. We're talking about surviving the unthinkable. I know what you're thinking. Have you finally lost it? But trust me, this theory could save your life. All right, let's start with the basics. You know how in games you're always scavenging for supplies? Well, in a real zombie apocalypse, that's exactly what you'll be doing. But your first priority isn't weapons or cool armor. It's water. Clean water sources will be scarce, so you'll need to get creative. Think hot water heaters, rainwater collection, even golf courses and cemeteries. But finding water is only half the battle. You'll need to purify it too. Boiling works, but if you want to get fancy, try layering charcoal, sand, and gravel for a makeshift filter. It's like crafting in Minecraft, but with higher stakes. Now, on to food. In the early days, you'll be living that scavenger life. But here's a pro tip. Forget the grocery stores. Everyone's going there. Instead, hit up places like food pantries, pawn shops, and, get this, libraries, but long-term. You'll need to channel your inner Stardew Valley farmer. Hunting, fishing, and even urban gardening will be your new normal. As for shelter, forget what you've seen in zombie movies. Abandoned buildings are great, but only if you reinforce them. Think concrete, metal siding. Turn that house into a fortress. Or better yet, go underground or find a nice defensible hilltop. Okay, so you've got your base needs covered. But what happens when you get hurt? In a world full of zombies, a simple cut could be a death sentence. That's why knowing first aid is crucial. It's like having a health potion, but in real life. Stock up on antiseptic wipes, bandages, and pain relievers. And don't forget the less obvious stuff like ice packs and emergency blankets. Now, here's something most people overlook. Documents. I know paperwork sounds boring, but trust me, it's important. Grab copies of your driver's license, passport, and birth certificate. Why? Because when society starts to rebuild, you'll want to prove who you are. Let's talk combat. In video games, you usually start with some basic weapon, right? Well, in a real zombie apocalypse, you might not be so lucky. That's where unarmed combat comes in. And not just any fighting style. We're talking Krav Maga. It's like the Dark Souls of martial arts. Efficient, brutal, and perfect for surviving against all odds. The key with Krav Maga is maintaining distance and using long-range strikes. Think kicks, not punches. And always aim for the head. It's not just a gaming trope. It's the only way to truly stop a zombie. Now, on to everyone's favorite topic, weapons. In games, you usually have an inventory full of options. In reality, you'll need to choose wisely. Let's break it down into 3 categories: firearms, melee weapons, and improvised tools. Each has its pros and cons, kind of like choosing your character class in an RPG. Firearms are great for range and power, but ammo is finite and they're loud. And if you go this route, consider something like a .22 LR rifle. It's got high-capacity magazines and ammo is plentiful. For melee, think versatility. A machete can chop through zombies and clear paths. And don't underestimate improvised weapons. A simple baseball bat or even a sturdy broom can save your life. It's all about adapting to your environment and using what's available. Here's where we really apply our gaming skills. Stealth in a zombie apocalypse isn't just about crouching and hiding in conveniently placed boxes. It's a full-time survival strategy. The key is to always be aware of your surroundings. Use cover and concealment like you're playing the most intense game of hide and seek ever. Movement is crucial. Forget sprinting everywhere like it's a speedrun. In the real apocalypse, slow and steady wins the race. Crouch walking or jogging is less likely to attract attention. And here's a pro tip. Use distractions. Throw objects to create noise and lure zombies away. It's like using a sonic emitter in Fallout, but with whatever you have on hand. Now, here's something most zombie games get wrong. Lone wolf survival is overrated. In reality, building a community is key to long-term survival. Think of it like forming the ultimate raid party, but for real life. You want a diverse group with different skills. Medics, engineers, farmers, the works. But it's not just about skills. A community provides emotional support too. In a world gone mad, having people to talk to share the burden with, can be the difference between giving up and pushing forward. It's like having a constant morale buff in an RPG, but way more important. Okay, theory time. We've all seen zombie movies and played zombie games, but how much can we actually learn from them? Take World War Z, for example. It introduces the concept of the Redecker plant, using bait to lure zombies away from populated areas. It's a strategy that could actually work in a real outbreak. Or look at Train to Busan. It shows the importance of quick thinking and adaptability. In a zombie apocalypse, plans will fail, and you'll need to improvise on the fly. It's like speedrunning a game you've never played before. You need to be ready for anything. Let's talk about The Walking Dead. Beyond the drama and zombie gore, it's a masterclass in post-apocalyptic group dynamics. The show teaches us valuable lessons about leadership, moral dilemmas, and the importance of adapting to new situations. It's like watching a long-form tutorial on how to navigate the social aspects of a zombie apocalypse. The key takeaway: be prepared to change. What works in the beginning might not work later on. And always be wary of other survivors. Sometimes, the living can be more dangerous than the dead. It's a harsh reality, but one we need to consider in our survival strategy. Well, there you have it, folks. A real-world guide to surviving the zombie apocalypse. Remember, these skills aren't just for fighting the undead. They can help in all sorts of disasters. So whether you're prepping for zombies or just want to be ready for anything, you're now equipped with the knowledge to survive. But hey, that's just a theory. A zombie survival theory. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.